friends, this is me, your host. Welcome back to our channel. I hope you all are doing well. So, I'm back with a book to give a review on it. As I have already given reviews on so many books, so if you are interested to buy this book, you can visit our Amazon page and buy it from there. Okay, so without wasting your time, let's continue our book. So the book which we are going to give a review on is The Other Brother. This book is by Tierney Page, a London Heart series, book 1. It's all about the ex-fiancé's brother, musician MMC, slow burn, found family, forbidden love, Banter and Spice. April. I glanced down, admiring my ring as it glimmers under the soft amber glow of my bedroom light. A simple, classic 2-carat round solitaire set in a yellow gold band, timeless and elegant. The exact ring I would have picked for myself. 4 months have passed since Lucas asked me to be his wife, and since then I have lived in a bubble of pure bliss. Every aspect of my life finally feels like it's falling into place. Releasing a breath, a flutter of butterflies erupts in my stomach as I reach to pull the zipper of my dress. Turning to face the mirror, I study my reflection. Auburn curls cascade over one shoulder, skimming down to my ribs. For tonight, large gold hoop earrings are the only jewelry I opted for, aside from my ring, of course. Completing my ensemble, I matched my earrings with a pair of stunning gold strapped heels, which cost far more than I'm willing to admit. It's my engagement party, so I decided there was no harm in splashing out on some niceties. My fitted silken midnight dress stops mid-calf, hugging my calves like a second skin. I feel sultry and feminine. The gentle material folds off the shoulder to reveal a golden champagne highlight dusted across my collarbones, shimmering softly when it catches under the light. My makeup is natural, just the way I like it. A swipe of deep berry lipstick adds color to my lips, while a few layers of black mascara make the lighter shades of my blue eyes stand out. I finish with the spritz of my favorite Chanel perfume, delicious notes of vanilla and musk. I know black isn't exactly the most cheerful choice for my own engagement party, but it's the color that always makes me feel the most confident and sexy. Plus, there is a practical side to it. Black hides spills, and given my track record, wearing white is a disaster waiting to happen. I hear the bedroom door crack. I hear the bedroom creak open, and my smile widens. I turn to find Lucas standing at the threshold, and my breath stalls. Standing at 6'5", he commands attention. His chestnut hair is perfectly styled, a little shorter on the sides and slightly longer on top. He is clad in a black suit and white shirt, pressed and tailored flawlessly, which accentuates his muscular torso. A pair of patent dress shoes add a finishing touch to his clean and polished appearance. I try to gauge his reaction as he drinks me in. His gaze lingers on me as I attempt to read the emotion behind his dark eyes, wondering what he is thinking. I clasp my hands together in front of in front of me to keep from fidgeting. Silent, his eyes slowly travel from my red tipped toes up to my nervous smile. Blowing out a long exhale, he palms the back of his neck and shakes his head in response. April, you look, you're so beautiful. My cheeks heat and I tuck my chin, feeling exposed and shy. I adore getting dressed up, but I don't think I will ever get used to being the center of attention. I would much rather bleed into the background. He steps forward, closing the distance between us. Towering over me, he tenderly cups my face in his large hands, lowering himself until our foreheads and the tips of our noses meet in a gentle press. The gesture feels so safe and intimate. I close my eyes and breathe in his familiar Ted Baker cologne, citrus and pepper, my favorite scent in the world. I can't believe my luck, he murmurs, softly sealing our lips together. My breath catches and I fist the lapels of his jacket, deepening the kiss. Berry is a great color on you, I say, using my thumb to wipe away the stain left on his mouth. He smiled softly in response, with lips swollen and adoration in his eyes. I melt at the sight of him. Heavy footsteps echo down the hall, breaking our spell. Okay, lovers, if you could stop making out and tell me where the champagne bucket is, that would be great. Anna marches in, snapping her fingers as if she could conjure a bucket from the air, her phone gripped firmly in her other hand. James, as the last of the partygoers clear out, I rap my knuckles against the downstairs powder room. I'm in here, someone yells from the other side. From the slurry sound of it, it's Bridget, April's colleague, who's been hovering around me like a bad bloody smell since I arrived. Don't get me wrong, she is pretty. And daft. But right now, I don't have the energy for this. I'm too focused on the woman standing in front of her sink with a distant look on her face, scrubbing a pile of dishes alone. After her own engagement party, no fiancé in sight. I roll my eyes and head upstairs to use Lucas' bathroom. I step through the door and stop short. Lucas is sitting at the end of his bed, tapping furiously, tapping furiously at his phone screen. Hey, sorry to interrupt. You cool if I use your bathroom? Downstairs is occupied. He looks up at me, blank faced. Huh? I asked if I could use your bathroom. He shrugs, not even looking at me. Whatever. After handling things, I wash and dry my hands. This then swing the door open to find him still glued to his phone. Is everything alright with you? I ask. He lowers the phone to his lap and grows in frustration. Jesus, James, what is it? What do you want? Tosser, you seem distracted. I was just, well, don't. I'm fine. I am just busy. Seems like you have been busy all night. I slip my hands into my pockets and rock back on my heels. He scoffs hardly. I frown. You realize your fiancé is helping mom and dad clean up, right? He tosses his phone on the bed and twists towards me. Leave it. But you should be more concerned about whether you are going to end up with a shovel in your hand for the rest of your life. What a prick. His words land precisely where he intended, the jab cutting through me like a blade. Unbelievable. I mutter under my breath, shaking my head as I make my way downstairs. I step off the staircase to find Dad trailing Mom. A large bag in hand as she tosses using napkins and paper plates inside. April is still at the sink, working away at the dishes, while Gamma wraps up the leftover food on the coffee table, organizing it into containers, and Anna sweeps the floors, blowing out candles as he goes. The door to the powder room swings open, and a very wobbly, very drunk Bridget stumbles out. She makes her way over to me. Usually, I'm up for an easy lay, but no thanks. I'm into enthusiastic consent, which I highly doubt Bridget is capable of right now. And after seeing April tonight, I'm not sure anyone could compare. I don't want to entertain that thought. Bitterness rears its ugly head, planting deep in my gut and spreading its roots. Something about this doesn't sit right. I suddenly feel this protectiveness, this urge to tell her she deserves more. Lucas has given her the cold shoulder all night, and as much as I don't care about him, I'd be a dick not to notice how it affects her. It's glaringly obvious. Her movements and facial expressions have seemed robotic, unnatural. The house looks amazing. The efforts that's gone into the food and decorations, which have made the night what it is, leaves a sour taste in my mouth because I don't think Lucas appreciated any of it, or her for that matter. I catch a whiff of Bridget's sickeningly sweet perfume as she approaches. James, there you are. I was wondering if I could. No. Oh, but I just thought. You thought wrong. I can smell the alcohol wafting off her. But I whirl around to face her. She crosses one leg over the other, stumbling to stand upright. I blow out a breath. I'm not interested. She pulls her head back, eyes dazed. Jesus Christ. Do you have a way home? I ask. Her lips quick to the side. Why? Is that an invitation? She asked, waggling her eyebrows. I rub my forehead. No, it wasn't. Do you need me to organize a cab? She pouts, her tone sulky. No, it's fine. I will sort it myself. April, 1 week later. As the days drag on, I manage to extract myself from bed and fix a cup of breakfast tea before taking a long shower. I haven't washed my hair in days, leaving it in a messy top knot, but at least my body feels clean. Little wins, right? I glance over at the kitchen counter, which is littered with food delivery bags and empty coffee cups, remnants of my daily attempts to feel human, and I really a sigh. I know it's a dump, but I just don't have the energy. My diet has consisted exclusively of tea, coffee, takeaway, and dry crackers. The fruit in my bowl has gone bad. The milk in my fridge is likely spoiled, and the whole place is a mess. My phone vibrates on the counter, but I don't even bother looking at it. It won't be the person I want it to be, and I really don't feel like talking to anyone anyway. What would I even say? Oh, I'm fine. Honestly, don't worry about me. Just going through the motions. How awkward. The last thing I want is to dump my problems on the people I love. They don't need to carry that burden around with them. I take a slow sip of my hot tea, savoring the warmth as it spreads through me, when a sudden buzz cuts through the quiet. Vessel, startled, legs it upstairs in a fluffy blur. Of course, I kept Basil. That wasn't even a question of after Lucas and I split. He's seen me through the worst of things. He's my little anchor. We have been through everything together. Now, with just the two of us, I find comfort in dropping food to him under the table, smiling at the thought of Dad laughing beside me. I mutter as the tea sloshes over the rim of my mug, scalding my hand. I wince at the sting and quickly grab a tea towel to mop up the mess. Buzz. The doorbell buzzes again, longer this time, forcing me into action. I roll my eyes. I roll my eyes and make my way to the door. As I open it, I am met with two familiar, concerned faces staring back at me. Anna and Gemma. Anna stands with her arms crossed, tapping her foot impatiently. Gemma's eyes widen as she takes me in, her gaze traveling from my face down to my dirty, rumpled clothes. Rumpled clothes. I pull my cardigan tighter across my chest, trying to cover the stain shut. Embarrassment flushes. Embarrassment flushes through me. I obviously wasn't expecting to be seen like this. Anna clocks an eyebrow. You look awful, she says, scrunching her nose. Well, I wasn't expecting guests, I mutter, turning on my heel and flopping onto the sofa. Gemma and Anna follow close behind, clearly Anna whispers to Gemma, who stifles a laugh behind her hand. My gaze flits to Gemma and my eyes narrow in on the large bruised spot on her neck. And what about you? Nice hickey. Nice hickey, I remark. Oh, Anna interrupts, elbowing Gemma aside. You have to tell her. Tell me what? I ask. Thanks a lot, Anna. Gemma says, shooting her a pointed look and rolling her eyes. So, I went on a date with this guy I met at the coffee shop. He was cute, so I thought, why not? Things started off great. He took me to this incredible Turkish place. The food was amazing, 10 out of 10. Then he asked if I wanted to keep the night going, and I thought, sure. So we went back to his. When we got there, he refused to turn the lights on. His flat was basically empty, like zero furniture. But I figured, whatever, I can roll with it. Everything was going fine until she pauses for dramatic effect. Excuse me, I say, disgusted. Anna lets out an evil laugh. But that's not why we are here. She waves her hand dismissively. Why haven't you been answering your phone? She asks, settling beside me on the sofa. Because I don't want to, I reply flatly. We were worried about you, Anna says, her tone softening as she exchanges a look of concern with Gemma. I am fine, I say, but the words sound hollow even to me. Anna scans the kitchen, taking in the cluttered countertops and takeaway containers. I can see that, she says, arching a brow. I follow her eyes, embarrassment prickling at the back of my neck. I haven't felt up to cooking, I reply, shrinking under the weight of their observation. Gemma's hand rests gently on my knee. We heard you. We heard you haven't been at work all week, James. I barely slept a wink the rest of the evening, which is no surprise. I feel like death warmed up. Once I woke up, there was no chance of getting back to sleep. I spent the night tossing and turning, unable to keep my mind off her. I release a groan and pull myself out of bed, shrugging on a jumper and grey track pants. I shuffle to the kitchen and tired legs to turn on the kettle. While it boils, I retrieve my phone from where I tossed it onto the hall stand last night, opening it to find a message from Tom in our group chat. Tom, did I see you get into an Uber with April? Great. I tap out a reply, divulging just enough to satisfy the group without giving too much away. I know full well they're going to give me shit for last night. But I hit send anyway, bracing for the inevitable. Oliver, James, my boy, what did you do? I can hear Oliver's taunting tone through his message, and I scratch at the bristles on my chin, frustrated, giving in. My thumbs fly across the screen. Me, I took her home. Oliver, well, this just got a lot more interesting. Tom, I saw this coming from a mile away. Me, what are you talking about? Tom, I have a sense for this kind of shit. I know, lounging when I see it. Well, it's true. He does. Pink. A notification pops up from April and my heart thunders erratically in my chest. April, I'm really sorry about last night. I apologize if I made you feel uncomfortable. I wasn't myself, but I appreciate you seeing me home. Thank you. Unsure of what to say, I switch back to the boys. Me, she just messaged me. Will, I knew she would. I roll my eyes. Tom, what did she say? Me, she apologized for last night and thanked me for taking her home. Will, ah, to be young and in love. Oliver, Will, you're actually a moron. Me, are you guys free to come around? Tom, yeah, mate, see you in 20. Oliver, sure, see you soon. Will, I did just settle in with Vaseline and tissues, but I will see you soon. Oliver, please wash your hands. I moved to the sofa and sat down, impatiently drumming my fingers on my leg. To distract myself, I open Instagram and scroll. It proves futile when I stumble upon a story from April. Unable to resist, I click on it. It's a mirror selfie of April in her tiny skirt, a glass of wine in hand. Her body looks incredible, toned with curves in all the right places. I Tap to the next story. It's a video of April, Gemma, and Anna clinking short glasses filled with amber liquid. They cheers. I swipe to the next story, which is a selfie of the three of them, grins spread across their faces. Catching myself smiling at the image, I quickly exit Instagram and toss my phone onto the coffee table. Leaning back, I nestle into the sofa cushions and close my eyes. I shouldn't be thinking about my brother's ex like this. I never want anyone, but there is something about April. Yes, she is attractive. That much is obvious. But it's her laughter, her smile, her innocence. The way she lights up a room, she is captivating. I unwillingly revisit the way her face fell when she saw Lucas. We had finished our set, and I was grabbing water from the end of the bar when I saw her notice him. And he did nothing. He acted like he hadn't seen her at all. That's his superpower. Acting as if nothing affects him. Whether he actually feels anything is another question. He's always been too much of a coward to face his emotions. It's easier for him to drop out and detach completely. She deserves so much more than indifference. I shake my head, trying to clear the thoughts. I can't let myself go down this road, the one that leads to her. If we land this gig with Bound to Oblivion, I will be on the road for 7 months. Even if something did happen between us, would it survive the distance? Could I really ask someone to wait that long just to see if I might work? The thought feels selfish and I hate myself for considering it. With a sigh, I pick up my bass as I pluck the strings. A familiar sense of calm washes over me. I am wrecked by the time I have held my gear in sight. My muscles scream at me. I have been working on a large scale development in Canary Wharf, and the days have been grueling. I manage a weary wave to the lads as they head off down the street. The music from the speakers fading into the night. Regardless of how exhausted I am after a gig, I always have a difficult time sleeping. My ears ring and adrenaline continues to course through my veins long after we finish playing. My stomach gurgles loudly at the mere thought of food, but I decide to freshen up before settling in for the night. I head straight for the shower, stripping my sweaty top as I go. As I step under the warm spray and lather up, my mind drifts to the auburn haired beauty who is invaded my thoughts for months. I close my eyes, letting the water beat down on me, and think about the way her body pressed against mine as she pulled up on her tiptoes to kiss me. Her sweet perfume lingers in my senses. I can almost taste it. The way Tom barged in made my blood boil. I could have I have to know what was going through her head, or I am the only one who can't seem to let it go. I reach for a towel, scrubbing myself dry with exaggerated force. I pull on a pair of joggers and a black jumper before heading to the lounge, grabbing my phone and floating on the sofa, opening a text thread. I start typing before I have time to overthink it, my thumbs tapping quickly over the screen. I keep it simple and honest, reading the message back once before hitting send. Me, I can't stop thinking about how badly I want. I drop the phone beside me and lean back, running my fingers through my damp hair. There, it's sent. I have put it out there. Now it's her move. I haven't felt this uneasy about a woman since Abigail. I don't usually send messages at this hour, especially not over a simple, almost kiss. My usual approach is straightforward. Quick texts for a quick, no strings attached. We each take a flyer that go our separate ways. So, what the hell is going on with me? April isn't someone you treat like a casual. I know this. She's the kind of woman you take seriously, the kind of woman you date and build something lasting with. She's smart, interesting, loving, kind, and loyal. She's got a depth that goes way beyond casual. But is this something that could last? I'm not sure. I grunt, frustrated, sinking back into the sofa cushions. If we end up sleeping together, it will change everything. Am I ready for that? I'm not interested in adding her to the list of fleeting encounters in my phone, and I definitely don't want to start something that might not last if Atlas Wheel ends up touring. But I can't stop myself, no matter how hard I try. I have thrown everything I have into my music, but she's always there. away in the recesses of my mind. Late nights are just part of the gig routine, and I'm used to them now. When I'm unable to sleep, I either tinker with writing music or settle in with a book until sleep claims me. I fix myself some tea and toast, taking a hearty bite, and head back to the sofa, ready to settle in with my book. I have just made myself comfortable when the jarring buzz of the doorbell blares through the quiet of my flat, making me jump. What is it? I mutter as I walk over to the window and peer out, wondering who would be ringing my buzzer this early in the morning. And there she is, standing on the stoop, her fingers twisting together nervously. My pulse quickens and my eyes dart around the flat to ensure it looks halfway decent before I let her in. I hear the dull thud of footsteps as she approaches my door. I swing it open just as her hand is raised, ready to knock. We both freeze, eyes locked. So, this is all we have from this book. I hope you guys enjoy the story, enjoy the writing style, the way she explains the romance between these two. And if you liked it, don't forget to press the like button. And you wanted to suggest any book, you can tell me in the comment section. And I'll be back with another video to give a review on a book, on another book. Till then, just take care and goodbye.